Hey guys, it's gonna be a remake of my cars ranking list. However, you see all the cars in front of me. However, I don't have Dale Earnhardt Jr., Winford Bradford Rutherford, and let's see, forgot. I don't have Krusty Rotary either. So yeah, if you see missing cars, no worries. Hopefully, I get them soon. But they will just be moved up imaginally. So if you see this list, so let's start. Coming up in the 36th position, always in my 36th position, is Chick Hicks. The reason why I hate Chick is because he's a make fun of. He was mean with Queen and King, and he was the winner of the Piston Cup. That's why I don't like him. He's 36. Number 35, staying in his position, Ernie Gearson. Reason why I hate him is because a lot of users don't like the Spearman logo, and I don't really like him either because look at this position. I actually don't really care about Ernie, and he's just bland at 35th for sure. Changing in the 34th position, actually, this is a shocker for me. Going up into 34th position, and now is James Cleaner. He was originally 29th on my list, but now he's lower. 34th is not good for my list, as he did not prove a lot. He always says, all right, coast is clear, and it says it's a joke. What is wrong with this guy? Anyways, that's why I don't like him. Coming into 33rd position is Lee Revkins, or as I call him, Lee Stupikins. Reason why I don't like Lee is because he's really bland, and he always uses megaphone power. So that's why I really hate him, and that's why he's low in between this list. 32nd position, now changed, is Greg Candyman. He moved up a few spots, but he's still not low on my list. He doesn't really do anything. He's just always lazy, and Tacomit's not my favorite brand. I mean, he looks like a gingerbread house, and I want to have him, but once then, he's not one of my favorites. Coming into 31st is Mac Icar. Mac Icar was lower on my last list, but he moves up a few more positions. Reason why I hate him is because he's always sounds like he's popular, but he isn't. Even he has a Mac Icar brand. That's why I don't like him. All right, now we're going to number 30. Number 30, surprisingly, moved up a position down, Hall Inges. Hall was really low on my list last time, and now he's a bit lower. He always says I always get bankrupt, and he always thinks he's the show-off, but I don't care. That's why he's in 30th place. All right, next up are ones I don't like. Coming into 29th position, moving down from my neutral list, Brush Kerber. This guy always wants people to use peg warmers and wants them to ruin their days. That's why I don't like him, and that's why he sucks. Coming into 28th, I don't have this car with me, but Krusty Rotor's on my list. The reason why I hate Krusty is because he doesn't really do anything, and he always blasts really loud music, and he always wants to promote vinyl toupee. What the heck is wrong with him? Anyway, coming into 27th position, surprisingly, he's now a bit above Kevin Shiftwright. I kind of go a bit over Kevin now, and I kind of moved him up because even though he sucks, he's still an okay car. I just don't really like him much anymore. So he moves into 27th. Coming into 26th, moving down another position is Paunchy Wipeout. Paunchy Wipeout was also 26 on my list. Now he's a bit lower, and he doesn't respect anything at all. That's why I don't like this guy. He really stinks. All right, coming in to 25th position. Coming into 25th is a sucker for me. He's now moving down. Darren Ledfoot. Darren has moved Neil down a lot. The reason why now I hate him is because he always wants me to do physical challenges. In the show, he always wants me to doing more physical challenges and wants me to prove himself that he's a better jock, and he always to show off. So that's why he's a bit low on my list, into 25th position. Coming into 24th is surprisingly a shocker for me. Rusty Cornfield. Rusty Cornfield was a bit bad on my list, and he wasn't my favorite car on the list. He's not my favorite, and he always wants him to spend my credit card so I can become bankrupt. That's why he's one of my least favorite. All right, and our last in the hate category, in number 23. I have this car right now, Claude Strux. Claude moved down me a bit my last time because I don't really like his position, and he always wants Leakless to be cool. I don't really mind for Claude, but he just is enough for me. That's why I don't like him as a racer. So now we are done with the hate category. Now let's go to the meh. Coming into 26th, second, moving down me a few more positions last time, Eugene Karbieski. Eugene was always a neutral car for me. I don't really hate him nor like him either. He's okay. That's why he's in there. Into 21st position, coming in the 21st, is Ruby Easy Oaks. Ruby Easy Oaks was way low on my last list. Ruby now moves up. He's getting better, but he also has to show his shyness a bit more. I promise I will. You got it, Ruby. All right, now we're going into 20s. Starting with number 20, Misty Motocross. Misty Motocross is also neutral, which is okay because last time she was low on my list because I didn't like her because of her voice. I like her voice now, and I think it respects her opinion now. Now she's a better racer for me. That's why I like her. Coming into 19th is Sage Vanderspin. Sage has always been another neutral car for me. Sage has been a bit low on my list, but he also proves him a lot, but he also is a great car. That's why he's neutral for me. Into 18th position, coming into 18th, is Chuck Armstrong. Chuck moved up a lot too, and he's much better than before. I like him a bit more now, and he proves himself that he's a better racer. That's why I like him. Moving into 17th position, he's sadly going down a position this time, Billy Oil Changer. Billy was a bit low on my list last time. He was 16th position, but he finally proved himself, and he's now up in. And now he's finally a bit low into neutral. Hopefully, Billy can improve himself and move him back up into the top 15. Finally, it's in the neutral category. In number 16 is another shocker for me. Coming in the 16th position, Davey Apex. Davey now, I don't really care about Davey anymore, but he also kind of gives me a little bit of a dark side too. I don't really care about him, but he's still a good car. I still put him in 16th today, even though Billy Oil Changer took his old position. All right, now we're getting to the good ones. We're starting off with number 15, and since he was on my neutral list last time, Todd Marcus starts off number 15. Todd has improved me a lot, and he's much cooler. I love his 123. Colors are cooler, and I miss him from the Cars community. He even voiced in one of the Cars games, which is so cool. That's why I think he's cool. In number 14, surprisingly, in number 14 is Dirksen D'Agostino. Dirksen went a little bit low, but he's still a good car. I like him still, and I think he's a great car to be on this list. He improved me a lot, and he also gives me a lot of smiles on my face. Dirksen is a great car, and I love him. Coming into 13th position is Aiken Axler. Even though Aiken had a lot of trouble in the Cars Elimination Series and Super Matty 4 show, and he was hated by a lot of fans, I think he's a good racer. If you have your own opinion, please respect it, but please respect mine too. I think he's a good car. Coming into 12th position in one of the best categories, the King moves up into 12th position. He improved me a lot. I love and now love his car. Richard Petty racing this car, and I love him so much. And the voice actor was great, and he has a great logo too. I like Cal as well, so he moves up to the top 15. In 11th place right now, missing my top 10 this time, Manny Flywheel slides into 11th. He did do great, but he also is getting better, and I hope he's doing well too. All right, we have our top 10. Coming into 10th right now, taking my best 10th place appearance. I don't have him too, but it's Winford Bradford Rutherford. Winford has improved me a lot, but he also moved me down a few positions. I still like him. He's cool, and I love him so much. So that's why he's a good racer. This also car I don't have. Number 9 is Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale Earnhardt, great car. Have nothing else to say because he's good, and I think he's awesome. So now we have to move up to the top 8. Moving up into 8th position, Kevin Racing Tire takes the position. Kevin improved me a lot, and I love his logo, and he proves me to be a great racer because I love him. I don't really care about the pink, but the yellow is cool. I think he's a great racer, and I hope he continues to continue that way. It's in position number 7. Slider Petrolsky slides into this position. Slider has improved me a lot, but now in the top 10, wow, he made bigger work. He just stormed through this position. He did well, and I'm happy that he made it. So, and coming in at number 6, he did move down a few, but he's still good. Lightning McQueen. I know what you're thinking. Lightning McQueen's bad, and people like him because they're fanboys of him. Well, I'm not a fanboy. I like him because his voice actor's cool, and I love the cool racing. He's a great racer, and I love his story so much. This is what inspired me from buying the cars today, especially the World Grand Prix series. But Cars 2 was a bit terrible, but I still like the characters. That we are now in the top 5. Coming in my top 5 for a surprising appearance, Ralph Carr logos on the 5th position. I know what you're thinking. Ralph Carlo's a bad racer. He's so terrible because of Lee Jr. I don't like Lee Jr., but I do like Ralph Carlo. I like him because he has a cool brand, and one of my favorite colors is blue. He also gives me cool gamer colors. And this has actually got me into my favorite color today. Ralph Carlo proved me a lot, and he takes the 5th position. Coming in the 4th position he did improve a lot too. Murray Clutchburn goes in the 4th place. Surprisingly, this racer gives me a lot of smiles on my face, and he is great, and Interstate 290 likes him too. So if you're watching this, please love more Murray Clutchburn because I do too. All right, our top 3. These 3 right here. In the 3rd place right now, Floyd Movie Hill moves up to 3rd place. Floyd has actually been one of my favorite racers growing up. I didn't really like him at first, but then later I'm like, you know what, I like this guy. So I started to like him. So that's why I started to like him so much. And he loves playing sports, which is active for people. And he actually loves racing. So yeah, this racer is cool. All right. These 2 right here. All right, number 2 and number 1. But number 2, this time, is, of course, Johnny Blamer. Johnny has been second for almost my entire time, but I also respect him because he's a great racer, and I love his colors so much. His commercials are great, too, even though we don't really have any commercials for him. Tommy does have one, but that's it. I love his green so much, and he always reminds me of Tommy Highbanks, which I got before this guy. And Tommy's cool too. He's my number one favorite stock car. Alright, now I got the big one. My number one favorite is, of course, the legendary Ryan Shields. Ryan has always been one of the best racers of me growing up. Vuezine has been one of my brands too. Originally, my channel was going to be named Vuezine39, but I think it was a bit overused already, and maybe many people already used it. But now because I'm making my new thing of R Animate, it was originally going to be Ryan Shields Anime, but I decided to just call it R Animate because I love the name. Ryan has gave me a lot of love for starting Cars community, and he also was one of my favorite cars, that I love him so much because of his blue and orange. That's why he's my favorite racer. So, comment down below your favorite racer down below. If please respect my opinion, and please know that I make a ranking on your list. It's been really loved so much to learn about all these cars and how I rank them by myself. So now this. Ryan, can you take over? All right. That is all it for now. This is Ryan Shields and R Animate signing out. Peace. All right, that's the end of the video.